Cutting your scale, guys. Nexas here. Welcome back to Destiny 2. And in today's video, we're back with probably not many weapon reviews today. Today is going to be more of a PSA because I don't have much time, but I have read the twab that has come out a couple of minutes ago. The twab itself has come, mentioning a couple of changes, of course, for Witch Queen, because Witch Queen is so close. It even says 5 more twabs, boys, until Witch Queen comes out. It's going to be hella dope. But with it, we got a lot of information, as I said, and one of the key things I wanted to make a video on just for you guys is to make sure you get them as quick as you can. Is gonna be when they mention, you can probably already notice by what's on my screen, but when they mention this. Oh, Hawkmoon and Dead Man's Tale. Oh my god. Obviously the missions are gonna be disappearing, but they want people to still be able to get the random rolls. So right now, what they're gonna do when Witch Queen comes around the 22nd is that every week xurs is gonna have a roll of each one, and it's gonna have a set roll for each. So each week you're gonna be able to buy one, and now here's the kicker. You can buy one for a pretty extortionary amount, considering that right now you can grind it for free. But once Witch Queen comes around, it's going to cost you per weapon 1 Ascendant Shard or 1 Exotic Cipher, which honestly are freaking rare. For solo players anyway, that's hella big. 125,000 Glimmer, which again is actually a lot of money, considering that it takes a little bit to grind that out. Or 200 Legendary Shards, which, I mean, I full on grind this and I have 7,100. I know there's people with 18,000 stuff, but that's a lot. And right now, obviously, before Beyond Light, if you have the Beyond Light DLC, you can just grind these out as much as you want to try to get some rolls. Like Presage is still there, and you also still have the other one in terms of the Harbinger on the EDZ. I never really panic as much, or I never really say you gotta get stuff, but man, these weapons, especially Dead Man's Tale, we all know it. You probably hear it coming off or just shooting you in PvP all the time. This gun is goated, and the fact that this is gonna be tied to kind of RNG again, but uncontrollable RNG and once a week RNG, You've got to grind this out, guys. This is for everyone who has Beyond Light or they haven't been hesitant. They're like, oh, I'll just buy from collections and stuff. You've got to get this now. You've got to keep on grinding those missions out, because if you don't get this now, it's gonna be horrible. I honestly will say it's gonna be horrible. It says unique, so it could also be that every single person will have different roles each week. But even so, you're going to be leaving it up to the RNG gods. You could never get the role you want. At least with this, at least with Harbinger and Presage right now, you can farm them for a role you want. Now, the catalyst and stuff will be just dropped from random sources. The catalyst isn't the big deal, so you don't even have to do the hardest difficulties. You just got to go in and do the normal difficulty to get your Hawkmoon, or even just to get your DMT. Don't have to do the hardest one. That isn't the thing, because it said the catalyst will drop randomly from Crucible. Obviously, drop chance again. So if you could get it, I would get it, but it isn't like as big a deal. But to get the DMT, first of all, you're gonna have to wait till that Friday, because there isn't gonna be there straight away, so you won't be able to get it straight away on that when Witch Queen drops. And as I said, secondly, the cost is insane per weapon. You've got Hawkmoon and Frick. If you don't have either the DMT or the Hawkmoon, it's going to cost you an arm and leg. Ascendant Shard, honestly, it's very expensive. That one Ascendant Shard, I don't know how they can compare that to 125k Glimmer. And I know people will be like, oh, I'll just do a Grandmaster or a GM or whatever. I get that people who GM a lot will be able to easily get this. But for people who don't generally do Grandmaster Nightfalls and stuff like that, they're kind of more solo players, so solo-centric. And dungeons are a lot easier, or these missions are a lot easier to do. 100% I would say go in and just grind this out, guys. For people who just don't do the really end game difficulties where you get those Ascendant Shards easily, the Exotic Cipher you can grind out every single week, but again, that's once a week you can get off there. As I said, it's just such a better idea if you just grind these out now. As I said, the catalyst will be fine, but the cost, the freaking mats for this is just so expensive. And as I said, you'll be leaving it up to RNG, so you could be waiting weeks upon weeks until he sells a good DMT. He could be selling good ones straight away. Obviously, the perks are gonna be good, but he might not have your god roll. He might not sell a Vorpal roll for he might not sell a Vorpal roll for 6 months. That's how it could go. That's honestly how it could go. So that's the thing. Grind this out as quick as you can, boys. DMT especially. Hawkmoon will be on the back burner, I think. It's not as good. Get out to grinding your Presage mission, your Harbinger. As I said, easy mission. You can do it on the lowest difficulty. It's not matchmaking, so you will have to find people. But I will say, definitely, like, you can easily do this at 1250. You can do the 1250 mode. It's a very easy one. Obviously, the harder one is 1320 at Master with barriers and stuff. But just go in and do the normal mode to get your exotic reward. And that's the thing. You can grind this out fast. You can try and get a good roll. It's definitely going to be worth it way more than waiting. I mean, if you're waiting for xurs to sell you one, good luck, my dudes. Good luck. RNG is a bitch. But yeah, that is just a little PSA on the twab. I know you guys are all probably excited for Witch Queen. I'm super hyped. I don't want to be the big Debbie Downer. It's just a PSA to make sure that you guys get these before it costs too much. But regardless, if you like the video, show us a like. And you want to support content, subscribe for Fantastic Day. And hopefully I'll see you in the next collective in the next one.